it's your birthday and it's either a weekday or you just don't have anyone to celebrate it with, you can't really go out, make big plans, and you're not really sure what to do. Well, I have some recommendations for how you can spend your birthday in-game. So if you're interested to hear more about that, stay tuned and let's hop into the video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or in case you're new here, my name is Leia, and today I want to talk about how you can spend your birthday online if you want to do that. So grab a little coffee or something and we'll hop into birthday time. So it was my birthday a few months back, and I have intended to make this video for, well, since then, but I obviously had a bit of a content break, and this is when we're making this. So it's been like 6 months since it was my birthday, and my birthday was on like a Thursday, Tuesday, something like that. I had plans for the weekend after, but nothing really specific for the day. I have the day off usually on my birthdays. I've been able to make sure that I have my days off. I'm a birthday princess a little bit. I like spending my day in a special way. So I decided to stream on my birthday. I organized a little bit of a in-game fest for my birthday, and let me tell you, it was one of the most fun birthdays I've had in a long time. Oh my god. Like, I laughed till I cried. It was such a cozy time. It was just solid. So I wanted to share some of my experience of my online birthday celebration, and then give some tips and tricks of how you can spend that, either if you have friends online or if you're going completely solo. These will work either way. So for my birthday, I put out this little agenda. We spent the birthday in World of Warcraft, by the way. First off, I'm gonna focus on my Mog. I want to put together a nice birthday outfit. I had planned to put the outfit together and then run some solo content. You do like the usual run I did then. I had a little bit of like a route planned out, and I ended up not doing that because my best friend and her boyfriend, they joined me in game straight away, and we started playing around with a lot of toys and just having like a really fun, crazy time. And then after the solo content I planned on doing, but ended up being like just a party, I had planned on a boat party. So I wanted to go to the dock in Stormwind and pretty much just pop out a bunch of toys and just fuck around and have a goofy time with my friends. My best friend, her boyfriend, my other best friend, and my husband had said that they were attending, and I invited my community as well, but those were the people who showed up, which was like in-game. I had people in chat, but in-game. And it was a lot of fun. Like, we popped out a bunch of toys on a boat in Stormwind. One of my best friends, she is very new to WoW, and so we taught her a bunch of stuff and just played around, had a good time. It was great. It was chaotic, but it was great. After that, I had planned a bit of a bucket list thing, I guess you would say. I've always been curious about the boat ride. Now, when I'm talking about it, I can't really remember if it's called something, but is it called like Iskar? It goes on like a round the world trip, and that had been kind of like a bucket list thing for me almost. Like, I have to do this at some point. The boat ride is like half an hour long or something, I'm not sure. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna be taking this boat ride on my birthday stream. That's gonna be perfect. And obviously it's a boat ride. It doesn't really like, you watch the scenery, but it's not like a bunch of stuff to do. So we also decided to play Lost Gamer, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's like GeoGuessr, but for in-game navigation. And I like GeoGuessr, but I suck at geography. But in-game geography, your girl is a little bit better with that. So we played some Lost Gamer both in World of Warcraft, which is more difficult due to the world being pretty big. But we also did some Skyrim, which I was better at. That was really fun. So we were on the boat and we were playing Lost Gamer on stream. It was a really good time. And then at the end, A classic experience for me in World of Warcraft is doing the race. The classic race for me would be to create a night elf and then go to like Darkshore and then go to, what is it called? The old route you would have to take, where you were taking a boat and then you run to Ironforge and then take the tram to from Ironforge to Skyrim. That's my classic like racing. Let's just have a fucky time and be goofy and just have a race. That's like the racing route for me. You can't do that anymore in retail because they have the portal and that's like locked before level 10 or something. It's like bullshit. We found out the hard way. We had forgotten about that. It requires level 10. So we decided to create humans, and then we just raced from the starting point for humans down to Booty Bay. It was a great time. It was chaotic. It was perfect. It was easy to do as a group because it's like mindless and you don't really have to do stuff, and it's chaotic, and yeah, it was a great time. And then after that we ended up just kind of like goofing around, and yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time. All right, enough rambling about what my birthday actually looked like. I want to get into some recommendations for how you can make your birthday party in game. Focus on your style, make sure you dress the part, decorate your avatar in some way, try to find a birthday outfit, look the part. That's my first recommendation. Secondly, bucket list. Definitely bucket list. If you have a while until it's your birthday, start writing down a list now. Write down some stuff that just comes to you when you're out and about. I did one bucket list thing, like you mentioned, which was to go on the boat ride. That can be either for MMOs, which obviously usually have bigger worlds, but also if you want to do like in a solo game and you're like, I've never managed to do this achievement, or I want to run this game in this particular way, or I want to finish the game on this specific playthrough style, whatever. Like, bucket list, get some points crossed off the bucket list for sure. Then also, obviously, which is from my birthday as well, have fun. Like, if you can invite some friends, definitely highly recommend that. But if you don't have that community, completely understandable, and you don't have to have that, but make sure to try and find something like goofy, because that did so much for my experience. Like, us doing the race and just goofing around so much, it was such a great time. And also with the boat party we did with all the toys, there was no like point to it. It was just to have fun and fuck around, you know? So definitely find a point to be goofy and just play around and be a kid. Be a kid. My next recommendation is, if you're a sentimental person, I am very sentimental, you can definitely create a bit of a tour if you'd like. So if you're playing a game which you maybe started playing as a kid, go back to some of your favorite places from your childhood. Maybe you have a character you've been playing for a really long time. Try to backtrack kind of their journey and go back through that journey. Try to do a little bit of a look back, a throwback day, if you will. You can also replay some content that you love extra. Like, you have that specific, like, I love this quest, I'm gonna make sure I replay that today because it's my birthday and I love it. So get sentimental and do what you love. Another idea is to do an Easter egg hunt. I mean, obviously this might feel a bit more Easter themed, but it's called an Easter egg, what can I say? So if you're deciding on playing one specific game, look up some Easter eggs in this game and maybe cross that off your list. Be like, hey, make a list, make sure you find all of them, and do a bit of an egg hunt for your birthday, because I feel like I'm gonna do that next time. That would be fun. Also, if you're a creative person, maybe you post gaming pictures online, like on Instagram, or if you enjoy journaling or scrapbooking, maybe Photoshop and stuff like that. I would recommend you to kind of do a scrapbooking thing for your birthday. Take in-game pictures of your avatar and the scenery and create a birthday scrapbook. I think that would be really fun. I kind of want to do that too. I love scrapbooking. I love journaling and stuff, so that's kind of right up my alley. I mean, there are some in-game mods for a lot of games that kind of help with camera angles and posing and stuff like that. World of Warcraft has Narcissus. There are some for Baldur Baldur's Gate, there's some for Skyrim, all that stuff. This also pairs really well with, for example, if you're doing that sentimental journey, you can actually document it and make it into a scrapbook or whatever you want to do. Or it's a great carousel post on Instagram, whatever you feel like. And to my last point, I believe, which is if you're gonna be playing on an MMO, for example, but you don't have anyone to play with, it is an MMO. Like if you run around one of the big cities and you shout, "It's my birthday today. At this time, I want to have a big party at this location. Everyone come." Pop out some fun like toys, put on some great outfits, dance, like all that stuff. I am sure that people will show up. You're gonna have to put yourself out there a little bit, of course, but a lot of MMOs, people are really, they love the fun, the extra stuff. So if you want to do that kind of what I did with the boat party and the race and stuff like that, plan it and invite people in game even if you don't know these people. So I highly recommend trying to put yourself out there in that way if you're looking for that group experience but you don't have people to invite online. All right, I think I rambled on enough. Those were my recommendations and my experience of celebrating my birthday online. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize if it was a little bit rambly. I haven't filmed video content like this in a long time, so I feel like I'm just blabbing. But I truly hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if you guys take any of my recommendations and if you plan an online birthday party. And if you plan an online birthday party, just invite me. I'm open for invitations. I love online birthday parties. It was a hoot. I want to join more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys!